6,345 pounds, an extremely well-kept super slide Flagstaff bunkhouse just rolled in here at Haylett RV. Direct bath entry, upgraded bedding, added a TV to the bedroom. She is sharp. With the slide out closed, you will lose access to that rear bunk area. Short of that, however, you can get into the camper, you can pack it, you can load it up with all your storage, you can get to the refrigerator, you can get around the countertop thanks to the fact that they put the sofa here instead of the dinette, which would have pinched off this big peninsula counter. That's a little glitch that a lot of brands haven't figured out. Maybe that's why, you know, Rockwood's been the #1 selling laminated trailer for just a whole bunch of years. So for travel accessibility, this one definitely gets a, we'll say a B+. Now this is a sister to the Rockwood travel trailers that we carry here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Physically, Rockwood and Flagstaff are identical models. There's only 3 differences between them. One is decals, one is decors, and one is resale value. Rockwood overall is the 2 or 3 to 1 favorite over Flagstaff for whatever reason. So as a result, they seem to carry a slightly higher resale value. And you know, at the same time, though, here you're getting a basically, by all accounts, virtually new used RV, and you're not inheriting someone else's problems. That much I can tell you with certainty. So over here we've got our free-floating dining table. If you want to take that outside for picnic time, you can. We'll see that down in the sleeper position in a minute. We've got full overhead storage, and that's one of those classic features that brands like Rockwood and Flagstaff have never let go of. They've always kept the maximum amount of storage possible while maintaining slide-side breeze windows. And this one was actually upgraded to include both day and night shades. There are some upgrades present on this one, like a larger 15,000 BTU air, and the previous owners of this must have had it built with holding tank heaters as well. So this does have 12-volt holding tank pads, which is cool. Being 12-volt, you can use them on the road. So we've got pocket-screwed cabinetry, all hardwood raised panel cabinet doors throughout the entirety of the RV. Uppers, lowers, everything in between. Now I mentioned upgraded bedding. That's no joke. They took the original factory mattresses, which Rockwood and Flagstaff are good about putting good ones in, and then they added extra toppers onto them as well. Now you see, one of the other cool things that you'll find in this, and this is one of the few factories that still includes a bunk ladder to be able to get up and down here very quickly and easily. And another neat little thing is all of the storage that we have going on under the dinette, under the bunks, and we will see that in just a moment. But first, something I do want to take a peek at over here is this direct bath entry with that deadbolt privacy door. Now, one thing I'll probably circle back and talk about outside is a 30-inch wide door. A cool thing Rockwood and Flagstaff do is they don't make like a primary door and then an off door. They treat both doors the same. They make them both bigger. They make them both wider with the easier entry handles. And this is one of the things that makes me think this camper was never used a whole heck of a lot. The fact that the Max Air vent fan up here, that does include a roof vent cover, by the way, so you can use it on a rainy day, kind of like today. Looks factory new, factory fresh. And it is possible the folks took the screen down and cleaned it, but there's absolutely zero dust and particulate up there. What's also neat is we have this radius shower track right here to give you some extra elbow room. And having a laminated roof like these do, you have the ability to place a skylight wherever you want. So if you're standing in front of the shower head, right in front of the shower head, the ceiling is vaulted to give you extra height. Over here by the wall where it tapers down, they install a skylight to give you plenty of headroom. So even a tall person like me is going to be fine. Now these little plastic corner shelves in these shower surround panels, they're worthless. That's why they take the extra step to include the handy little shower caddy that you see over here. And then the little extra detail things like the, let me spin around actually, the little towel ring, the soap and toothbrush holders, to leave your countertop more open, which allowed them to put a bigger sink in this, which is always a welcome feature. Taking a look over here real quick, both the sofa and dinette fold down into sleeping spaces, as you can see. So that will create the extra room you're going to want when those bunks just aren't enough, or if the kids bring friends, or if you invite extended family to come hang out with you. You've got sleeping for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 easy, maybe up to 9 if you double up on the bunks. I mean, that's pretty easy camping right there. Like I said, this thing has some excellent storage capacity, and we're going to start by taking a look at every ounce of it that begins under the dining table right here. So both sides of the dinette have storage below. This one right here actually has a drawer that pops out. Now this one does not have a drawer. That's actually by intention because it also includes a an outside access door under this bench. So that can kind of be an inside-outside pass-through. The lower bunk here flips up for easy interior access, and you'll find that the master bed, the bunks, the booth dinette, anything Rockwood builds is going to be all aluminum in skeleton. That's just kind of one of their things. It's how these things stay light in weight and built for longevity. Yet you can also access this from outside. You see that power cable there, easy place to keep that stored. Now over here, we've got a 6.5 foot tall pantry space, but beside it is an equally large clothing storage area. So you have extra hanging closet space for the rear bunks here so that the kids' stuff doesn't kind of bleed from the duffel bags into the living room. Now up top, we've got a very classic like 90-degree peninsula style overhead cabinet. A lot of campers, including Rockwood and Flagstaffs, after this was built, have actually kind of killed that and recessed it back against the wall to give the camper more bigger and open feel. But the fact is, this one has more storage space. And as we come down below, pardon my hat, by recessing the sink and the stove and putting covers on them, they've made this have a decent amount of prep space. But what's also cool is that's not all of the countertop space available in this camper. You also have this very large countertop extension that you can kick out here when you reach your destination to give you that extra space. And if you want to leave it there full time at your destination, it's a perfect little place to put a wastebasket. And then when you travel, just slide the wastebasket in front of the drawers, and there you go. A little bit of pantry-tainment storage, but one thing I want to point out over here is how the TV does a couple things for us. So the TV can actually, I've only got one hand, so pardon me here. Wow, that swing arm is no joke. Pardon me for wrestling. I got chicken arms. I'm not a real strong dude. Anyway, TV can swing out to face the slide. So it's not a 90-degree neck crank. It's actually pretty darn comfortable. And above that, we've got our Bluetooth, DVD, stereo. You've got face-mounted HDMI plugs. Rockwood was one of the first brands, or Flagstaff as it were, was one of the first brands to start offering things like this right here to give you the ability to expand and extend your entertainment preferences. Now, little detail stuff, like they used a little bit nicer cabinet door, or pardon me, sliding privacy door hardware, and a magnet holdback right here helps keep that thing closed for evening privacy. Swinging up here into the bedroom proper, this is a camp queen. However, they left the room. If you want to upgrade to an 80-inch bed, you are more than able to do so. Dual side stands and that front window there with the weather shield with the day-night shades kind of hanging down for you to take a look at. Full overhead storage. And then over here, kind of like a fifth wheel, we've got this extra closet space in the slide out off the floor plan to give not just the kids the extra closet space you want and need, but mom and dad also, or grandpa and grandma as it were. And then again, the previous owners added a second bedroom TV right here, and they did a fantastic job of it. And this is a factory install thing right here. This is not an aftermarket add-on. Now what's cool is either the living room TV or the bedroom TV, both can just be lifted off here, dismounted, and mounted outside by the entertainment and grilling sort of tailgate station. Just as we see right here. So this is the bedroom TV we were just looking at. Mounts right next to this little outdoor grilling station. It's all set and ready if you feel like adding a little grill. What's kind of cool is your propane connect for that is also protected within the sidewall of the RV. It doesn't dangle down below the skirt line, so you don't get road debris and dirt and stuff flinging at it. Now the whole exterior of this thing looks fantastic. This was built during the Sapphire Edition upgrade package availability. Long story short, this RV was given pretty much every option that was available to it at the time, short of slide out awning. That is the only thing I don't really see applied here. The frameless windows were part of the Sapphire package. We got that push button power awning with the LED lighting below. Power stabilizer jacks, power tongue jack, 30-pound propane tanks, you name it. Basically, guys, it's got it. All aluminum structure, as I mentioned earlier, and we got to see even like under the bed. The underbelly is enclosed. The underbelly of a Rockwood and Flagstaff is not specifically heated. That's actually a mistake where I've shared inaccurate information in the past, and for that I apologize. That's why I try to, as I go, be as accurate as possible each step of the way. Remember I said there's storage under the dinette? That's right there. We already saw the storage under the rear bed that lifts right up. Another little neat thing here the previous owners applied was they added on an aftermarket sort of 2-inch receiver hitch here to include a little bike rack. So if, you know, Bunkhouse here, you want to bring a bunch of bikes, you can do so. Now, if this were brand new, that could jeopardize the RV's warranty, but since this is not new and there's no warranty to be lost, I don't suspect anyone's really going to, you know, chirp over that too loudly. We are ready for a backup camera. We've got the hard shell spare tire cover. The tires, speaking of which, look pretty darn good. We passed those as we were looking at the entertainment center outside here, but one thing I want to talk about is how you have 4-wheel independent suspension. You have torsion axles and suspension, and what this helps the RV do is it helps the RV stay flat when you are going around a corner at high speeds. Basically, the RV will try to keep itself from leaning. The suspension will focus it back to flat so that this thing basically corners like it's on rails. Now, as we kind of saw inside, hopefully I didn't deadbolt this. Oh good, I did leave it unlocked. We do have the larger 30-inch entry door for the bathroom entry direct space here. And again, you've got the same treatment on both doors. They both have the wider doors that are anti-slam doors with the bigger entry handle and triple steps for easy come and go. Speaking of which, for easy come and go on the roof, we got a ladder on the back. And this roof looks good. It should come as no surprise the way the rest of the RV has been kept in great condition. But sometimes you'll encounter an RV where someone cleans what they can see, and it's sort of an out of sight, out of mind thing with the roof. That is not the case here. This was obviously kept clean, UV conditioned. Fully laminated roofing allows even a big fella like me the ability to walk everywhere. Looks like we still have all original factory seals, and they all look fantastic. Part of the reason for that is that as you clean the roof with a wash and UV inhibitor, if you're doing it properly, you're also helping UV inhibit and protect those seals. Now, I mentioned earlier the bathroom vent fan does have the bigger Max Air cover on it, so on a drizzly day like today, you can keep that open. Previous owners loading this thing up, they did put the larger 15,000 BTU air on this one. Now our antenna, we don't have to crank up and down. You just sort of find the direction where you're getting the most signal, scan your channels, and you're done. And short of that, guys, I think she is a winner. You know, this was very popular when it was brand new. I think it's probably going to be even more popular in the used market. Our used RVs have had just a astronomically high demand as of late. But maybe it's because we go through, kind of like, this is one of our salesmen down here, Stu. He's going through this used RV before someone gets here. They have an appointment to come see it. And he's going through it to verify everything works. He's got the awning out, he's checking the roof, he's got plumbing hooked up, he's firing up the water heater. This is the kind of stuff we do for you on a used RV at Haylett RV. We make sure it works, and if there's any known defects, we'll let you know. I couldn't find anything wrong with this camper. The only problem with this camper is it's in my driveway instead of yours. So instead of here, you need it hooked up to a truck like that and on the road, and we can help you make that happen. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.